name is Bill Smith, and of the number of things that I get to do in life as I pastor, counsel, write, not one is as important as the opportunity to communicate God in all of his goodness and all of his glory to my family, to my wife of over 30 years, and to the children that we raised. Now, for those of you who are parents, you realize that there is nothing as amazing as being a parent and nothing as difficult and as hard. I've often been amazed that when they allow you to take a child home from the hospital, the only requirement that they have is that you have a car seat. And they don't require a training manual. They don't require that you take any classes. And you realize then that you've got to go back to scripture in order to find that. And as you do, you come across passages like Deuteronomy 6, Ephesians 6, that'll let you know that it is your privilege and your responsibility to communicate God in all of his glory, his greatness, his grace, his kindness to your children. And you realize that in order to do that, you've got to build a relationship with them where they're actually willing to hear that from you. Now, as I've talked to people over the years, one of the things that I've realized is that a lot of us really struggle to know how to build that relationship. Some of us just think, well, it just sort of kind of happens as we live life together. Others of us think it takes place when we have a great big event. We all go out to eat, or we have this amazing vacation. And God in his word says, no, actually, it's much simpler and much more intentional. It happens through the daily events of living, one of which is through the way that we talk to each other. And that's what this seminar is all about. It's going to try to do two things. It's going to, one, hit the big picture, the high level 35,000 foot view of what does God expect of us as we speak to our children? What are the kinds of things we're supposed to say? Why are we doing this? And then we're going to spend a good bit of time down at the practical level. What does that actually mean? And one of the good things that we're going to discover is that it doesn't mean setting aside an extra half hour, 3 hours that we don't have. It means using the time that we already have in a way that fosters his longings to communicate himself in all of his kindness, all of his grace to our children. I'm really looking forward to being with everyone at Highland Bible, and want to invite you to come and join us on October 21st as we explore a little bit more what it means to build relationships with our kids through words of grace.